The Deputy Secretary of the Kenyan Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, Michael Mubea, maintains that the EACC was right to recommend prosecution of Auditor General Edward Ouko. However, the Director of Public Prosecutions, Keriako, Tobiko, says the Anti-Corruption Commission failed to produce sufficient evidence to prosecute the Auditor General for abuse of office or willful failure to comply with the law relating to procurement.
The Deputy Secretary of the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, Michael Mubea, told the National Assembly's Finance, Planning and Trade Committee that EACC recommended prosecution of Auditor General Edward Ouko, together with other 8 individuals, for abuse of office, engaging in a project without prior planning, and willful failure to comply with the law relating to procurement. Mubea says the price of the software was inflated and a junior officer in the Office of the Auditor General refused to sign the contract.
Mr. Chairman, what we found interesting here is that the person who was in charge of approving the payment voucher declined to approve that voucher, citing the lack of supporting necessary documents to support that payment.
Mubea says the method of procuring the software was flawed. The Commission argues the justification given to the tender committee that OC Kenya was the only accredited partner of Oracle in the region was misleading. Mubea says a company called Westcon Africa UK received 36 million shillings from the proceeds, among other firms. An anonymous whistleblower claims one of the directors of Westcon Africa, a Mr. William Odhiambo Duol, is a relative of Edward Ouko's.
The entire amount went to OC Kenya in the KCB bank. It is now from OC that we are tracing how the money is actually moving. To us, this was a classic case of money laundering.
The Director of Public Prosecutions says the Anti-Corruption Commission provided sufficient evidence to prosecute 8 individuals over the irregular purchase of the software.
The charge of abuse of office recommended by EACC against Edward Ouko is not supported by the evidence in the file. And I wish to underscore, in the file. To the charge of engaging in a project without prior planning recommended by EACC against Ouko is not supported by the evidence in the file. 3, the charge of willful failure to comply with procurement regulations recommended by EACC against Ouko is not supported by the evidence in the file.
Tobiko says it's now under siege. Some individuals have filed several suits in court accusing his office of making discriminatory decisions when prosecuting corruption cases.
I have responded to these spurious allegations against my integrity, the integrity of my office, and the hard-working men and women of my office, who did not sleep for the entire month that this file was with us.
Patrick Amimo, KTN News.